I am a Tibetan. Not Pibai. Not Pibai. Not Pibai. I want you to think in your minds. Not Pibai. I want you to chant with me. Not Pibai. Not Pibai. Not Pibai. And when you leave this place today, when you go back home, think about it every day. Remind yourself that Na Pibai. Paul Rangzaloga said these words, not Pibai. He wasn't just simply describing himself. He was making a declaration. He was declaring that Tibet is a nation, that its independence was taken, that its people have been denied the right to govern its own land, protect its own language, faith, raise its own children, and determine its own future. To be Tibetan, especially in exile, is not only an identity, it is a responsibility. A responsibility to carry Tibet forward. A responsibility to speak for those inside Tibet, occupied Tibet, who can't speak freely. A responsibility to defend the rights of Tibetans to govern Tibet. We cannot allow the ultimate sacrifice of Paolo Rangzaloga, ultimate sacrifice, become a tragedy. The world moves on tomorrow. It cannot be a tragedy that just creates headlines before another crisis happens in the world. His sacrifice is a human cost of a nation under occupation. It is a cost of people driven towards silence. It is a cost of an international community that continues to be silent and ignore the tragedy of Tibet. Paul Loga Rangze made his final protest outside the United Nations headquarters next to a Tibetan flag, where he chose to stand matters. He stood before that one institute on this planet, that one address on this earth that claims to stand for dignity, equality, and self-determination of all people. An institution that promises that no nation should be denied the voice of its own future. He stood to show the world that they can no longer ignore Tibet. He was a witness to these world leaders that he made a declaration that they cannot deny. What kind of a world makes a man who escaped genocide, who spent his entire life speaking out for Tibet, even in the world's most free nation, to believe that even here his voice was not enough? Paul Loga Rangze never disguised his politics to make people comfortable. He believed in Tibetan independence. He believed that only Tibetans have the right to govern Tibet. He never asked permission to believe that. He never softened its meaning, its message, so that it becomes easier for another person to hear. His self-immolation now brings the Tibetan self-immolation to 171. Each one is a life, a family, a story, a warning and an appeal to the world that refuses to hear. But we must make something clear. No more Tibetans should live like this. And out of the fire cannot come more death. What must rise from those ashes are Tibetans willing to give this movement, the Tibetan independence movement, their time, their discipline, their courage, their voice, and their freedom. Paul Logorangse knew what was at stake. He did not spend his life just talking about Tibet or Tibet's future. He went out looking for young people who would carry it. He mentored them. He organized them, brought them into the Tibetan National Congress where he was the president. He believed this movement must not survive just on the memories of our ancestors. He believed that our movement should live in the courage of the new generation. So to all the young Tibetans listening today, he did not ask you just to support Tibet. He asked you to lead Tibet, to take Tibet forward. He asked you to learn the language, know our history, organize our community, and we refuse to be shamed because we are refugees and our lands are occupied. He taught us to be proud, to be loud as Tibetans. And as I talk to the younger people, I ask you to carry the flame of every Pao, every Pamo. Stay angry. Mourn. Stay restless. When you are in doubt, and when you ever feel that you are tired, imagine the burning images of our martyrs. Let that fire burn in your chest. They gave up their lives so that we can continue fighting. And from their ashes will rise a free and independent Tibet. And to all the parents here, raise your children to be Tibetans. Teach them that they are Uta, Kham, Amdo, but above all, they are Tibetan. Teach them our language. Teach them our faith. Teach them the names of the rivers in Tibet, the mountains, the monasteries, our heroes, our prisoners, our martyrs, and our enemy. Do not just pass down grief and trauma. Pass down clarity and responsibility towards our nation and our people. Make them proud to be Tibetans. Paul Logorangse's final message for those of us living in the free world. His Holiness, the Dalai Lama, gave us democracy and freedom because Tibetans inside occupied Tibet have been denied both. That freedom was never meant to be comfortable. That freedom is not your comfort. That freedom was entrusted to us because we are expected to be the voice of those who cannot speak. It was given to us because it was expected to fight and demand for Tibet's freedom and for us to fulfill that one promise that we made when we came into exile, to return back to Tibet, to bring His Holiness the 14th Dalai Lama back to his rightful throne at the Potala Palace. Our exile is not just an escape, it is a responsibility. It is where our responsibility needs to be carried out every day. Paulo Garangse spoke plainly and openly about Rangzen. It was not a slogan. It was not a performance. It was not something that he would whisper to people so that they would not feel uncomfortable. That responsibility that he has now belongs to us. We take that forward. And that responsibility begins by honoring Paulo Garangzen's words without censoring them, without softening them, without just picking words from his testimony that makes you feel comfortable, and without rewriting his final call for Rangzen into something easier that can be whispered. He did not sacrifice his life for us to mourn. He left us with a demand, an appeal to unite as a Tibetan. Unity is not a feeling. It is a choice we make again and again, especially when it becomes inconvenient. China does not separate us as Utsa, Amdo, Kham when they try to dismantle our identity. China does not care about Achoka Cholo or which organization you're a part of, who holds what grievance against who, or what personal egos or rivalries we have. They see us all as Tibetans. If China can see us all as Tibetans, we must also act as Tibetans. In exile, we can debate our tactics. We can disagree on our strategy. But we can never, ever afford to forget who we are, what has been taken from us, and what we owe the generation still living under occupation in occupied Tibet. Inside occupied Tibet, saying Rangzen could get you imprisoned. It could even get you killed. But in exile, we should not be saying this softly. We should not be saying it quietly. We should not create segregation because of this word. This is not just a word. This is our birthright. Rangze is our birthright. I am angry. I am hurt, but I am angry. I am angry that our siblings had to burn themselves so that the world can see them. I am angry that Paulo Garangzen's call for Rangzen is being softened by some people, even in exile as we speak, because the truth is inconvenient. I am angry that 170 Tibetans have done what he did, and the world's answer has been a moment of silence and then business as usual with Beijing. So don't let go of that anger. Don't swallow that anger. Use it. Take it home with you. Let you wake up every morning with this anger, and every day answer this question that he died and sacrifice his life, asking us, what will I do for Tibet's independence while I have the freedom to do it? What will I do for Tibet's independence while I still have the freedom to do it? I want you all to join me right now to say his name. Paulo Rangze Gyalo. 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 Remember this chant, and every time you step out, every time you look yourself in the mirror, every time you step out in any space, first you claim in your heart and say, "Na Prebayi, Na Prebayi." And every Tibetan that is standing next to you, to your left, to your right, front, center, those are your siblings. Those are not your enemy. The enemy is there. Know your enemy, understand your enemy, fight that enemy. That was his wish. Because once you start understanding that you are a Tibetan, once you start processing, and once you start really believing that Na Prebahi, you will not hurt, you will not say anything that would make another Tibetan hurt. Because as Tibetans, again, we have a responsibility, we have a duty. But before we get that, please, the appeal that came from Pao is never ever forget that the only way we can end the sufferings in occupied Tibet is fighting together for independence. Perangze Gyalo! Perangze Gyalo! Perangze Gyalo! Perangze Gyalo! Perangze Gyalo! Perangze Gyalo! Break it up! Break it up! Na Prebayi! Na Prebayi! Na Prebayi! Na Prebayi! Na Prebayi! Na Prebayi!
Stop lying to the world!
Stop lying to the world!
Out, out, China, out!
Out, out, China, out!
China out of Tibet now!
China out of Tibet now!
Tibet belongs to Tibetans!
Tibet belongs to Tibetans!
Tibet belongs to Tibetans!
Tibet belongs to Tibetans!
Tibet was never part of China!
of Tibetans.
Tibet was never part of China.
Tibet is never part of China.
Tibet was never part of China.
Tibet is never part of China.
Free, free, free Tibet.
Free, free, free Tibet.
Free, free, free Tibet.
Free, free, free Tibet.
Free Tibet, China out.
Free Tibet, China out.
Free Tibet, China out.
Free Tibet, China out.
My identity, my right.
My identity, my right.
My identity, my right.
My identity, my right.
Out, out, China out.
Out, out, China out.
Out, out, China out.
Out, out, China out.
Stop the genocide in Tibet.
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 Tibet belongs to Tibetans.
Tibet belongs to Tibetans.
Tibet belongs to Tibetans.
Tibet belongs to Tibetans.
Out, out, China out.
Out, out, China out.
China, China, China.
Out, out, out.
China, China, China.
Out, out, out.
China, China, China.
Out, out, out.
When, when?
Now, now, now.
When?
Now, now, now.
China out of Tibet 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 now.
Tibet belongs to Tibetans.
Tibet belongs to Tibetans.
Tibet belongs to Tibetans.
Tibet belongs to Tibetans.
Free Tibet, China out.
Free Tibet, China out.
Free Tibet, China out.
Free Tibet, China out.
Free, free, free Tibet.
Free, free, free Tibet.
Free, free, free Tibet.
Free, free, free Tibet.
Tibet was never part of China.
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 Shame on Chinese government.
Shame on Chinese government.
Shame on CCP.
Shame on CCP.
We want justice.
We want justice.
Justice for Ramzan Loga.
Justice for Ramzan Loga.
Justice for Ramzan Loga.
Justice for Ramzan Loga.
Free, free, free Tibet.
Free, free, free Tibet.
Free, free, free Tibet.
Free, free, free Tibet.
Free Tibet, China out.
Free Tibet, China out.
Free Tibet, China out.
Free Tibet, China out.
Out, out, China out.
Out, out, China out.
Out, out, China out.
Out, out, China out.
China out of Tibet now.
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 We want freedom.
We want freedom.
We want free Tibet.
We want free Tibet.
China out of Tibet now.
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 Long live. Long live. Out of China.
Tibet is never part of China.
Tibet for Tibetans.
Tibet for Tibetans.
Tibet belongs to Tibetans.
Tibet belongs to Tibetans.
China out of Tibet now.
China out of Tibet now.
Shame on Chinese government.
Shame on Chinese government.
Over 170 self-demolitions for Tibet.
Enough.
Enough, enough is enough. China enough suna. Over 170 self-demolitions for Tibet. Shame on Chinese government.
Shame on Chinese government.
Shame on Chinese government.
Shame on Chinese government.
Over 170 self-demolitions for Tibet. Enough is enough. China enough.
Enough is enough. China enough.
Shame on Chinese government.
Shame on Chinese government.
Logan self-demolated for free Tibet. For free Tibet. Oh, Logan self-demolated for Ferranze. Shame on Chinese government.
Shame on Chinese government.
Shame, shame, China, shame. Tibetans! Shame on Chinese government!
Shame on Chinese government!
Shame on Chinese government!
Shame on Chinese government!
Shame, shame, China, shame!
Shame, shame, China, shame!
Ethnic unity law is a genocide!
Genocide!
Ethnic unity law is a genocide!
Genocide!
Stop the genocide in Tibet!
Stop the genocide in Tibet!
Right now, right now!
Right now, right now!
Ethnic unity law is a genocide! Enough is enough, China, enough! Ethnic unity law is a genocide! Stop the genocide in Tibet!
Stop the genocide in Tibet!
China is a guilty!
China is guilty!
Guilty of genocide!
Guilty of genocide!
Stop the genocide in Tibet!
Stop the genocide in Tibet!
Shame on Chinese government!
Shame on Chinese government!
China is a liar!
China is a liar!
Shame on liars!
Shame on liars!
Stop the lying to the world!
Stop lying to the world!
Tibet was never part of China!
Never part of China!
Tibet close to Tibetans!
Tibet close to Tibetans!
Tibet close to Tibetans!
Tibet close to Tibetans!
Free Tibet, China out!
Free Tibet, China out!
Free Tibet, China out!
Free Tibet, China out!
Shame on Chinese government!
Shame on Chinese government!
China is a guilty!
China is guilty!
Guilty of genocide!
Guilty of genocide!
Stop the genocide in Tibet!
Stop the genocide in Tibet!
Shame on Chinese government!
Shame on Chinese government!
Stop the killings in Tibet!
Stop the killings in Tibet!
Right now, right now!
Right now, right now!
Stop the torture in Tibet!
Stop the torture in Tibet!
Shame on Chinese government!
Shame on Chinese government!
Shame on Chinese government!
Shame on Chinese government!
Tibet is in my country!
Freedom is my country!
Tibetan is in my language!
Freedom is my language!
Learning Tibetan is not a crime!
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 Shame on Chinese government!
Shame on Chinese government!
Shame on Chinese government!
Shame on Chinese government!
My country, Tibet is in my country!
Tibetan is my country!
Tibetan is in my language!
Tibetan is my language!
Saving language is not a crime!
Learning language is not a crime!
Learning language is not a crime!
Learning language is not a crime!
Shame on Chinese government!
Shame on Chinese government!
Shame, shame, China, shame!
Shame, shame, China, shame!
Shame, shame, China, shame!
Shame, shame, China, shame!
Ethnic unity law is a genocide! Ethnic unity law is a genocide! Shame on!
電尖咪冧。
Sub-Zero!